Recording.
Right. I woke up and it was still dark, and I thought, I'm so awake. I don't care if it's 5:30 or even 5. I'm just getting up and I'm going to get dressed. I don't care. I'm refreshed. I'm ready. And I get up.
No, it was 11:30.
I get dressed first, and then I come out into the kitchen to make my coffee. It's 12:30. No,
There
disaster.
is nothing worse, dude. There
Uh,
is nothing worse. Did you end up going back to bed? Because
I did, and I actually got back to sleep okay, surprisingly. So I was lucky.
no, that's all right. There's nothing worse. When that happens to me, I can't go back to sleep.
Oh, you would 12:30 is a bit early. I'd only been got to bed at 10:30. No idea how I felt refreshed.
Oh, no grog in your system, so your body's not trying to recover from that.
No, well, it's good. Every morning it's good waking up. I'm enjoying that, and I've got more energy. I can just feel it.
Well, that was a nice shot.
Was.
Uh-oh.
So after your traumatic fish and chip experience, are you going to have them again this weekend?
No.
Mm.
No.
Are you going to
It's just too much. Yeah,
are
it's
you
too much
watch the
trouble.
rest of the family eat them, or are they not going to have them as well?
No, they can have them if they want. I'll be right.
Yep. You go on the Darren Hinch diet. He just drank soup and wine non-stop for 3 months.
Well, that'll work.
It did work, but then his liver stopped working.
I'll give it a try. No, I haven't had any grog to drink since the last time I was down at your joint, so that's months now.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right.
Oh, I think that was a little bit side hillish, but
Yeah, it is.
so is mine. Stimp 14?
It is 5 inches downhill, going to be slippery.
Oh, you idiot.
I think the line was there if you'd had a bit more pace on it.
I blame
Got
the
any
new
more?
mouse.
That's it. Got any more old into you since Sunday?
A couple.
Yep. So
Oh, the one that we watched today. Oh my god. It was the worst. It had Wedge and Shona enjoying the sights and sounds of Vegas. I reckon you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly which one you're at.
It was terrible. I'm just sitting there going, oh, what the hell?
I guarantee I'll say nothing other than this, the first scene of the next episode, you'll just be going, WTF, what is happening?
Really? Okay. It was clearly some of the worst CGI action I've ever
I
seen.
know, it was like the worst possible, they've done some bad montages before, but that was the worst.
It was absolutely woeful.
I could have photoshopped a better montage than that for him. Not that I'd want to.
No, but yeah. I've forgotten about it until you mentioned Bold. So now you
Yeah.
know. Now you know where we're up to.
I know exactly where you are. But in what reality would Bold really be interested in someone like her?
What you mean, Wedge?
Yeah.
Yeah, not really.
That was the worst shot ever.
It wasn't great. I don't think you got a good hit on it, but that's the right line. We'll get there.
I think it will. It's going to bounce up. door. Advantage Sasa.
Oh, I resubmitted my Flight Sim Insider DX Diag this afternoon as well.
Good idea, because until you were on 10, you weren't ever going to be in the running.
Yeah, I was just sitting there going, I've got no chance. Well, for a start, it needs the Windows 10 DX Diag. Oh, sorry, DirectX drivers and stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought I'd better do it because I want to get hold of it. I really want to try it out.
Yeah, well, I think I'm going to have to do mine again too, because I'm sure I was on 7 when I submitted mine, which was stupid.
Oh well, we're both pretty dumb. Oh, come on. It was the right pace. You still there?
I am. I put the microphone on mute while I rolled the big black chair away, because
good idea.
yeah, the first time I've thought of it. I thought maybe my fancy mic has a mute button, and it does.
Yeah, mine's got one as well. No, it worked really well. But it sounded like your connection had completely died.
Well, yeah, it would have gone dead silent, I imagine. Yeah, there won't be much background noise in this apartment now that I'm in the quiet chair.
Oh, sorry.
Sounds like you've had a dirty granny.
Just water, dude. Oh, Zed was cleaning out the freezers today.
Yeah.
She found 4 unknown curries.
Really?
Like curries that I'd probably made probably 12 to 18 months ago. Just been sitting in the freezer, so I'm going to get stuck into one of those tomorrow.
Fantastic.
It might be horrible, but let's face it, it's a curry, it's frozen.
Not much can happen to it in the fridge.
No, and the meat's already destroyed anyway, so...
Yeah. And it's in among all sorts of acid, frozen acid, which is also preservative, so...
Yep. My machine does not like this course at all. It's really struggling.
The snail?
On 40 frames a second.
Andy says turning down grass object distance makes a big difference on some courses that have 3D grass. Doesn't seem to be affecting your accuracy.
Yeah, so what did you say it was? Grass object distance?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm going to have a quick look because, yeah, it's struggling.
Settings, graphics. Yeah, grass object distance. And sometimes shadow distance doesn't hurt either, but the grass object, especially with 3D grass.
It's only on this course that it seems stuffed. But anyway.
Yeah. Ooh. Is this the right club? We'll see. Not when you hit it like that. I'm hitting all mine to the right.
Yeah, that's made no difference at all. I'm stuck on 40 frames a second.
Yeah, well, just going to have to suffer, I guess. Right. Flop. Punched 51-foot flop. Ooh, just awkward. Probably okay.
Just going to quickly check the settings again, see if there's something else I can turn on. that's made a difference. I've turned it off. Just set it down to 0.
Yep.
Now back up to 60 frames a second.
Nice.
I didn't think it was going to get there, but it just kept rolling. So. I think I've hit the fairway.
I wonder how many months of misery you're going to go through before you work out these mouse settings.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's just going to be. It's going to be fine. As I said, I've used the same ratio, so to speak, that I had on my old thing, even though the settings are completely different.
Another one pushed right. Everything's going right. And that's not right.
Oops.
Ooh. Hmm, 14% power loss. 17. 16. Next one, 5 iron. Fade this 5 iron high and around the trees. Oh,
That's all right though.
20 inches downhill, a little slick.
You'll be right.
I will, I don't mind those. Ooh. This is totally doable, Dave.
Okay.
Oh no. Now I'm done.
No dramas.
Not in the end.
Oh,
Oh,
come on.
a little harsh. That test download of the final round of the Masters in 1080p, it's perfect. So I'm going to sit down and watch it one afternoon when it's raining, because that's Tiger's last win in a major probably ever.
Yep. And that error that you got, that nothing to do with my programming at all. That was actually a fault with. I can't even describe it. It's just a condition that occurred that Visual Basic itself couldn't handle.
So did it sort of imply what I might have been doing, or there was no way of telling?
No, because the only thing I do with, because it's trying to, at the very bottom of the window,
Yeah.
it provides a bit of an update or a status of what it's doing.
Yeah.
That's all I do. I just post new updates to that.
There's
Okay.
one. Yeah. I've got one additional piece of information then.
Yeah.
That bottom window, that little rectangle where you put the update information, it had a really weird looking red X, a very squashed red X, filling the whole window.
Well, that will be it. But I don't know why it would be there, because all I do is I have one label and I just write to that label.
Yeah.
So what you're describing is something very strange.
Well, it was something very strange because I basically just started and walked away. So it wasn't like it was being stressed by anything else.
Yep. No, well, that's not my program. That's something that went horribly wrong.
I'll blame Windows 10, Dave.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's nothing that because I don't reference that tool strip or anything. I just write to that label and that's it.
Yeah. We'll never know.
Probably not. Land softly. But yeah, I thought it was a good idea to build in the cancel functionality and stuff. Plus, it's really nice. If you cancel a download,
Yeah.
and don't delete the files, which I've now set up, it will resume from where it got cancelled.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah, I like that.
It's not a feature I built in, it just does it. And I've gone, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I like it, so.
It's like that downloader program we used to use.
Oh, which one's that?
Um,
What, down the mall or something?
Yeah, down the mall. Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah, no, that's nice.
Oh!
Oh, I thought that was going under. Right. We got a game. Right. Finally, I've hit one straight.
Oh, I don't like this hole.
Oh, I remember this hole now. Rory had a shot at the green from here and went in the water. So they must have had a major here maybe 3 years ago. No longer than that. I remember the hole and those bricks around the water like that. I'm going to check after the game.
Yeah, it looks very danger to me.
It's the safe play. I'm going to do the Rory play, except not the water bit. Okay, Google. When did Congressional Golf Club last host a major?
2016. According to Washington Post.
Thank you. There you go.
Yeah, wasn't that long ago.
4 years ago, not 3, but yeah, I knew it wasn't that long ago. I remember the shot well. Okay, I'm going to fade it in. Here we go. Oh!
to take that?
Of course I'm going to take it. I meant it.
Wow, dude, that was half a foot from disaster.
Will it bite? It will. Oh. No. Oh. Balls are pretty fast. Not that fast. Oh. Yep.
Oh,
Oh, I thought maybe I was going to snatch one there, but
well, you're a chance, but I nailed the approach.
yeah. And unfortunately, I left mine with a pretty nasty side hill.
Now, where are you up to with MasterChef at the moment?
I'm current.
Okay, I only just watched the elimination this morning.
Ah.
I bet Danny's feeling a bit dumb, leaving with a bloody pin.
Absolutely. But
I would have thought after the previous elimination where she almost got bundled out that she would have played it.
yeah, I understand her thinking because she's sitting there or standing there among 20 something people. You know, so she's 19 people have to beat her. I would
The
I
odds
would
are in
say
her favour. I agree, but yeah, she's probably kicking herself now, especially after the last elimination.
Oh, absolutely.
Anyway.
But Jess is lifting her game. Good to see her get immunity from the
Yeah, it was an interesting cook.
It was. Because her ingredients were crazy. I'm going, why aren't you trying to swap? What are you doing?
Mm.
That's a tough pin to get at. Done okay, but I think I prefer mine. Yours looks, I'll soon find out.
Yours is slick.
Actually, mine is,
inches.
yeah, it's nasty down right to left as well. Naturally, I'm going to putt it. I like to putt everything. You know, there. No, there.
Yeah, nice putt.
Tar. Two solid efforts.
Yeah, too close for my liking.
I suspect Mr. Threewood's coming out to play.
He is indeed. And he will be flopped.
That's going to work.
Four, perfect.
Does look perfect.
It's online.
It'll take a big first bound. And that.
That's all right.
Oh.
No,
If
I'm not minding these mouse settings, Dave.
No, this seems to be working at least as well as I've just been. I've been lambed.
Yeah, where were you this morning? Because you didn't answer my text, and then I phoned you as well.
I had my phone really low. Why did I turn it down? Oh, because I was playing golf with Andy.
Right.
And I forgot to turn it up when I got up.
Nice shot, by the way.
Oh. Also a nice putt. This hole made my computer judder a little bit.
Yeah, while it's on the green, it's not too bad, but the minute you go anywhere near that grass, it's terrible.
Gee, I don't like this much. Oh, no. I fell it by accident.
Worst putt ever, Dave.
Went off in my hands and blew my hand off.
Yes. It'll be right. I don't think this is reachable.
It's very much not reachable. Whoa.
Nothing to worry about.
A valley of sin. It's not in range even with a 3-wood from here.
No.
Nice. It's like you're right under it too.
Fingers crossed.
It's a pretty fancy looking clubhouse considering how difficult it is to build things in this game. Online, be right. Well, at least I know the break.
Yes. I think I'm right under it.
Oh, really? I've been putting great and now I'm not.
Yeah, putting tonight has been the weakest part of your game.
Man. Ooh.
Oh, oh, really? Jesus Christ! Uh-oh.
Disaster.
Jesus.
Wow. You only carried 198. That can't have been the 7 wood
It
shot.
was the 7 wood.
Wow.
That's what annoyed me. What have we got there? 6. Yeah, that'll do. Fuck it.
Oh. I've got to try and work out whether you just hit it badly or whether the wind got to it, because if it sprung up to 8 or 9, that could do it. But the 230 club is way too far. But then again, you're in the water and I don't want to be in the water. I think I'm going to have to go with the 230. No. 11 minus 20. No way. It's got to be the 7. I reckon you hit it wrong. Just waiting for a bit less wind and I'm going to smash it quickly.
Yep.
Smash one out. Sod off 7 mile an hour. 5 will do. It went higher than yours, so I have a feeling I'll make it. Yours must have been one of those mishits.
Well,
Oh,
I think it felt alright. Yeah, nice shot. Oh, I wish that was online. That would have been sweet.
right. It's another one of those ones where the balls stop 4 inches downhill.
It's turning, yep.
That was big. Well, it looks like there's fog in the distance or something.
Does I wonder what that's all about.
Yeah, there's definitely haze. That's new.
Uh-oh. That's not right.
I think you're going to get away with it.
Oh, how have I ended up on the fairway there?
Go and kick it into the rough if you feel you need to.
Oh, that's crazy, man. I thought I
Wow.
was gone.
Well, you kind of were. Right, here we go. I can do this with the right wind. Oh,
No, this could be wet, but no, you only live once.
I think we both erred on the side of caution.
No, I just went straight at it where the ball went. It's just because of my bad shot play.
Fair enough. Oh, he's cocking his leg.
He's thinking about it.
He's thinking about it. Do I want more? I am going to chip this one. It's super chip worthy. Oh, but
Worst super chip ever.
that was not a super. That was not even a super chip. Oh, it's good information for me. So I would not have given it much. I'm giving it a little bit extra. Oh, what? What's that? What is happening tonight?
Jesus.
That was a putt miss hit somehow.
Yeah, there's something not right about that.
Very nice.
So have you spoken to Paul recently?
I have. I spoke to him last night. I'm going to walk out there and have coffee one day next week.
Okay. What's he been up to?
He's just working away. He didn't really say much about what he's up to. Just said, want to come out and have a coffee? I said, yep, I'll be in that.
Oh, fuck.
And he goes, today? And I go, no, I gave myself a blister yesterday with that long walk, which I did.
Yes.
That was so nice walking to Port Melbourne.
You seeing more people out and about?
Absolutely.
Although this what do you call it? I've got a mental blank.
I'm
No, you do your thing. I'll think of it.
I've got corruption on the screen. I'm just jumping into the menu and getting rid of it.
Sure.
Are you sure you want to exit Perfect Golf? Cancel. I hit the wrong button. Right. Oh, after all that, it was worth it. I think. Don't bound.
At least you don't have a tree in the way.
No.
Yeah, I can't for the life of me think what I'm trying to think of. You know, the bloody slaughter joint. What do you call it?
The what?
The fucking joint where they cut up the meat and everything.
The abattoir.
Abattoir, yeah. Fucking abattoir. That goes to show you how quickly this bloody coronavirus thing can get out of control.
Yeah, it does seem to love like anywhere where they slaughter or butcher animals. So Vic Market, you'd think, could also easily become.
It's not so much that. It's just, you know, one person had it, and then the next thing you know, 45 people had got it.
Yeah.
All out of that one facility. So it's nothing to do with the fact they're slaughtering animals and shit. But very worrying. They're talking about relaxing everything, and
and Trump's already disbanding his bloody strike force just as they're about to reopen the country and encounter the second wave.
Yeah, he's a moron. He really is a fucking dickwad.
He's going to kill more people than most American presidents have ever done.
Yep. He doesn't seem to care. I just don't get it.
No, he doesn't care.
He just wants to get re-elected. That's his thing. Nice shot.
Tough. Oh, so I did learn something fascinating, which I'll tell you after this shot.
Oh, baby.
Wow, I was never going to miss. Amazing. Right. Glad that one didn't miss. It would have been 25 feet away, even though it was
a big turnaround. Yeah, so what were you going to tell me?
So, one of the reasons that I was so sure the stock market was just going to go way, way worse than it has gone is because all these debts were going to get called on companies.
Yep.
And the American government has laws in place that says the government cannot bail out companies, beyond a certain point. And there's like a limit of money they can use.
Yep.
And I knew that they were going to use all that really quickly, and they did. And then remember, it was just going down, 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 and suddenly it just went up 2,000 in one day.
Yep.
That day, Trump signed into existence a new company. I can't remember its name. Starts with B.
Oh, it's not that Gilead thing. It's something else.
No, it's not the Gilead thing.
Beelzebub or something crap like that.
No, it's a shell company that's been set up. And so what the government are doing, Trump signed an emergency declaration saying I can channel money into this company for whatever bullshit reason.
Yep.
And then that company is buying bonds, and not just bonds, junk bonds, the ones that were going to cause the whole collapse. And so he's spending trillions of dollars extra that isn't allowed to be spent on junk bonds.
Yep.
And he's spending it on junk bonds just so the market will be happy and he'll get re-elected. So he's kind of, in a way, he's skirted the law. He hasn't broken it. But by throwing these extra trillions in and buying junk bonds, which has never been done by any government in history, that's what stopped it from tail spinning down. Right. And no one could predict that would happen.
Yep.
And that's why it literally just did a V.
Oh, you've done it as well.
We're actually not playing great tonight.
No, I'm not playing badly. But
Yeah, we're knocking some stone dead and getting birdies, but we've hit a lot of bad shots. Yeah, so who knows where it just makes me think it doesn't matter what happens. He'll just throw more money at this problem to try and get elected. So it's always like the stock market can't go too bad while he's in power.
yeah, I guess it depends what Australia does, whether they follow America's lead or it's hard to tell. Like I'm still sitting in cash. I don't know when to go back in.
I don't know either now. I'm really, oh, that's unbelievable. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll probably sit back and wait. For like 2 or 3 weeks of just I won't say gains, but
yeah. Do you want me to forward that article to you, or do you not?
yeah, no, it sounds interesting.
All right, I'll have to dig it up. I found it on New York Times this morning. Yeah, great shot. Will it go?
Oh,
Oh! Wow, what a
baby, that's insane.
crazy, crazy for you. No, what? Again, short. Turned into some sort of marshmallow putter. What is happening?
I reckon you've just got all the good putting out of your system
Yeah.
somehow. Lamb.
Boy, there's no Silence of the Lambs tonight.
No Chianti or fava beans or no Jody.
Let's see who it was.
Oh, baby.
Nice. Unbelievable. You are on fire, boy. Right. It was my sister informing me that a show called Big Brother is coming.
Yeah, it's not for another 5 weeks or something, I think.
That one felt better. Bound. Big bound. It's not a big bound. Oh, right. Space. That's all good. Okay. I'm struggling with this line again. I can't see them now.
The pace is right. Maybe not.
Yeah, it looks pretty straight. Yeah,
Wow,
nice.
had a really good run of holes here. That's 4 in a row.
What's
Oh,
no?
oh my God. How? What's going on, dude? The last couple of weeks you haven't been able to miss putts.
I'm going to check my settings after this game. It feels like something's different. It's not. The only thing I've done different is I played a game, 2 games today using the old mouse, and now I've gone back to the new one. Oh my God, that almost missed as well. And they are feeling different, but not that different.
Yep.
How am I 4 behind? What? Right. Just going to have to pick up. I'm just going to go birdie, birdie, eagle to finish. If that's enough, it's enough. That looks nice.
Oh, it's on fire at the moment.
You're just death blowing me left, right, and centre. I got no chance. Wow, fantastic shot.
That's 2 punched 5 irons in a row that have got within 10 foot of the pin.
Yeah, incredible.
Oh, that'll be all right.
Will it? It might.
It's going to be lovely.
Oh.
Baby. Very nice. Nice
I
and
thought it was,
smooth.
yeah, they almost always hang up in that rough, and it didn't. Well, I said I was going to go birdie, birdie, eagle to finish. Let's see if I can do it.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, it looked like it was going to slide under, and I'm going, yes.
It did, didn't it?
Oh, well, birdie did nothing for me. Well, kept me within 4, I suppose. I saw they were advertising for Junior Master Chef again.
Yeah.
I don't understand, because it was an absolute dud in the ratings last time they tried it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't.
You've blown it. Or have you?
No, I haven't. It'll bounce into the fairway. Watch this. Yeah. In range too.
That's not in range. You can't get there from there.
I'll punch it. Yep. Well, even I want a full shot in here, so. Boy, you have been online all night, so unbelievable. So good.
That's gonna run
Oh, that's harsh.
I don't think I did too much wrong there.
No, you did not. That is super harsh.
Oh dear.
This is me doing a quiet beauty under my breath. Right. Online, I want it to be about 10 metres long and then suck back. Yeah, I didn't want to mess with that false front.
Well, I didn't think that I had, but oh well. Oh, I can't putt this.
Yeah.
I could putt it, but I don't know how it's going to go. I've got to really get up past the pin.
Well, short is pretty bad and long is pretty bad. Oh, nicely done. You couldn't mess with it. Then again, not necessarily a tap in. And again, this is not a tap in. Jesus. I don't know, maybe there. Oh! It was off the green if it missed too.
Yes.
I had to go for it.
A bad time to get a double, anyway.
A terrible time to get a double and a great time for me to sink a putt finally. So this one, I see what you're up to here, hole. I'm not falling for it. Oh, crap. Again, really? Bound, keep bounding. Now it's going to be a 7 wood. Yeah. Nice line. So how much was the death out of V2?
134. I think the one you got, the wireless one's only 180 something, but
Yeah.
I just don't like wireless.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
couldn't bring myself to do it.
Fair enough. And you know, it'll last you 10 years. You know, who cares whether it's 110 or 130? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right, 170. The 5-iron loses 23%. It's not enough. The 7 only loses 13. It's too much. Oh, got to hit a bloody 80% 7. Great. These never end well. Right.
That one looks alright though. Oh.
Yeah. It needed to be a bit further down that hill, a bit more into the uphill slope. Well, here's your chance to seal it. It's a nice line. Is it the right club? I think it is. Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, it should be an easy 2-putt from there.
Yeah, that should be the death blow. Unless I sink this. Wouldn't that be something?
That would be something.
62 feet, 31 inches downhill. That is unbelievable.
Oh, will it?
How could it stop so short? I thought I'd hit it perfectly.
It only needed another couple of inches.
Yeah, great. This is so tricky. No. No.
Oh. Let's see if I can learn from yours. Oh man, okay, I can see why you. Yeah, interesting. Oh fuck, it's way worse.
Yeah, it's not a fun putt. Well, your distance was better.
No.
Well, I made a mess of that.
You certainly did, Ollie.
Back to where I was.
Oh, come on, wind.
What? I tell you what, if I picked up one on that hole and I was only one behind you, I'd be pretty excited right now.
Oh, yeah. That's where I'd rather be.
Yeah. That's the mayor's office.
Oh, 18% power loss.
Yeah, a few moving parts in this one.
I'm actually happy to hit it with that club. Let it run.
You think short's better than long here?
Yeah, maybe.
It looks like you're going to make it. Oh, what a shot.
Oh, baby.
Nice finish, Dave. You stamped your authority on this game and never let me back in. got a happy to cut down. Oh, actually, I want not enough. A little. Oh, don't.
It won't. But it's thinking
What?
about it.
It wanted to.
Stimp 15 it would have been. And all sorts of trouble.
Yeah, that next version of Perfect Golf. There, maybe.
Will it? Yes, it will. Nice.
Too little, too late. Unless you three-putt.
Oh.
Oh, there's one of them.
Oh. It's probably been my most unconvincing putt all night.
It wasn't a silly idea to just lag it.
Oh, baby.
Congratulations, Master. Look at the colour on that card.
It's
Fantastic.
insane that I shot a 33 of 2 bogeys.
Oh, that double bogey killed me.
It did. It could have been enough to force the draw.
I have no excuses. You look how many birdies you got. You got 4 on the front 9 and then 5 straight on the back 9. It's 9 birdies. You earned that. There's no doubt. 66, 69.
What do the stats tell us?
Let's see. Yeah, you beat me comfortably in the putting, which hasn't happened for a while.
Yep. I was chipping all right tonight. And I wasn't hitting as many. Well, I actually hit more greens than you did. And the putting was good though. So.
Yep.
Scrambling was crap.
Yeah, I liked you with sand saves and scrambling. Wasn't enough.
No, your putting. I don't know how, but your putting was just garbage tonight.
It was coming back towards the end, except on the second last hole where I just sort of lost it. But